In this video, I am going to be giving my photography hot take on why getting ghosted doesn't bother me as a photographer. And I know that this is a very controversial opinion. I see photographers posting all the time about how they just think it's so rude when potential clients ghost them, like someone inquires with them and they respond back with their prices, the person never responds, or maybe there's a little bit of a conversation going back and forth and then the person never responds. And that doesn't bother me literally whatsoever, but also I just don't get ghosted anymore. And so I'm gonna be explaining in this video why it doesn't bother me and how I stopped getting ghosted. Okay, first, let me tell you why it doesn't bother me. Okay, so a potential client, right, is not a client. So when someone inquires with you, like, I feel like a lot of photographers kind of have this sense of entitlement where they just like start counting their chickens before they hatch, right? Like someone inquires with you and it's like you're automatically counting on that income. You're automatically assuming that that person is a client. No one is your client until they have paid you, okay? So like I just don't ever think of someone as a client. I don't start counting on anything. I just don't necessarily like get excited about things and think like this is going to happen until someone has paid me money. And then I'm like, okay, that I can count on this income. I know this photo shoot is going to happen. So I've just always felt that way, even back in the wedding industry. I just have never like counted on money. I've never saved anyone's date until I had payment from them. And the other thing is I feel like it kind of almost says something negative about your business if you are so worried about these potential clients. Like if you have time to sit there and like remember everyone who's inquired with you and get upset if they don't follow up with you, like you've got too much time on your hands. You don't have enough like things going on in your business. So maybe like if you're someone whose business is really slow and you really like are hoping for more clients, like I can see how you'd get excited about potential clients and get upset when like clients aren't following through, like people aren't actually booking with you. But instead of getting upset with those people for not responding to you, like I feel like that's a chance to look at your business and yourself and think, how can I improve my business so that people want to follow through and book with me? Instead of looking at other people and getting upset with them about the fact that like your business isn't going well. Does that make sense? I know that a lot of people are probably going to be offended by this, but I just feel like you don't have enough going on if you have time to sit and think about everyone who hasn't responded to you. Okay, now that I have probably offended all of you, let me tell you how I stopped getting ghosted, okay? The biggest thing is I don't have that inquiry process anymore. Like someone doesn't have to inquire with me. I tell them my prices and then they tell me what date they want. We go back and forth on dates. I send them a contract and invoice, wait for them to pay the contract and invoice. Maybe someone else wants that date and I have to go back and forth with multiple people trying to figure it all out. I don't have time for that. I am someone who's fully booked and that adds so much time onto my plate. Like I wouldn't be able to take on as many sessions if I was going back and forth with all of my clients and potential clients that way. And I probably would feel a little bit like, okay, people are wasting my time if I send a contract, they never, follow through and book. Like I just don't have time for that. Okay, so what I did instead is I implemented email marketing. So what I do, instead of having people like inquire with me and I respond to them, I have my starting prices on my website and then they can download my full pricing guide directly on my website as well. And so that is connected to my email marketing system, which is Flowdesk. If you have not gotten into email marketing yet, I highly recommend it. It's gotten me so many sales and it's just been such a time saver because all my client communication is automated. So if you have not started your email marketing yet, highly recommend using Flowdesk, and I will leave a 50% off link down in the description below. Okay, so what I do is someone can go directly onto my website, download my full pricing guide, and they automatically get emailed the full pricing guide, and they automatically get added to my email list. Okay, so once they get my pricing guide, the other thing I do is I have booking directly on my website. So I don't send people a contract and invoice and wait for them to pay. I just have automated booking right on my website, okay? So basically they will go download the pricing guide, and then on the pricing guide or anywhere on my website, they can go book their session. So they don't have to go through me at all. I mean, if they want to talk to me first, they can, but it's all automated. And then the other thing I do is I have all of my follow-up automated too. So once they download that pricing guide, they'll get a series of 5 emails basically prompting them to book. So I don't have to worry about following up with people either. And then after those series of 5 emails, like they'll also just get added to my email list. So I send out weekly emails just about lots of helpful content, and also like prompting people to book. And then obviously I'll have like launch emails for things like, you know, when my calendar opens for the next season, or when my fall mini sessions open for booking, or my Christmas mini sessions, spring mini sessions, XYZ. So this has just been a huge game changer for me, because I'm not getting ghosted because people don't inquire with me. And of course, there's those people who download my pricing guide and then never book, and that's fine. Like that doesn't take up any space in my brain. It doesn't bother me. Like those people are price shopping, that's fine. Or maybe they've downloaded my pricing guide and they end up booking with me a year from now because they're staying on my email list. They're getting all those emails for years, and then eventually one of them prompts them to book. Or, I mean, the biggest thing is like, you know, someone may go to a photographer's website, they like their work, they don't end up booking, and they click off their website and forget about the person, never hear about them again. But if they sign up for your email list, they're constantly being reminded of you. They're being reminded of me every week when I pop up into their email list and give them helpful content, like what to wear for their photos, what my favorite locations are, let's see, what time of day is best for photos. I send lots of just helpful resources, and I find that almost every time I send an email like that, even if it's not a sales email, even if it's something like, you know, what to wear for your photo shoot, then I almost always get at least one booking from that email, because I will put like, oh, by the way, if you need to book a session, click this link in each email. And so even if it's not a sales email, it prompts a lot of people to book. Like they get reminded, like, oh yeah, I liked this photographer. Oh yeah, I wanted to book family photos. I still need to book my fall photo shoot. Okay, so that is how I stopped caring about being ghosted. Okay, I never cared about being ghosted to begin with, because like I said, you are not my client until you have paid me money, and I have so much going on in my business. Like I don't have time to worry about people who have inquired with me and then didn't follow up. But 2, I stopped getting ghosted because I automated everything. I don't have an inquiry process. You don't have to inquire with me to get my prices or to book with me or to choose a date or anything like that. You download my pricing guide, get added to my email list, get follow-up emails, and then book your session directly on my website, and everything from there is automated. So if you're wondering how I automate my booking process, I do that through my CRM, which is Dubsado. Dubsado has a scheduler that I can embed directly onto my website. And that is how I have people book their spot and pay for the session directly on my website. So I will also leave a discount code for Dubsado down in the description below, but that combination of Dubsado and Flowdesk, which is my email marketing platform, has just saved me a ridiculous amount of time. I have been able to book so many more sessions because I have that time that I was previously using to communicate with clients. Now I can use that shooting and editing, so I'm able to take on more sessions and make more income, right? Like the more work we can cut down for ourselves of that like administrative stuff, the more we can actually spend time doing what we love, which is shooting and editing. Or at least most of us love that, right? Okay, so that's why I don't care about being ghosted. If you are someone who does really care about being ghosted and you just like can't help that, I highly recommend implementing this automated process where people don't have to go through you to inquire and book, because it'll just kind of like take that out of your brain space where you don't have to worry about that, and it's all automated. Even like your follow-up emails and all that stuff is automated, and you don't have to like, I don't know, it just kind of saves you like the brain space and the heartache and all of that if someone doesn't end up following through. So anyway, hope this was a little bit helpful for you, or you at least enjoyed hearing my hot take, or maybe you completely disagree with me and you want to argue. That's fine. Leave me a comment. Let me know why you disagree with me. That's totally fine. Everyone has a different way of running their business. If you think that my content will be helpful for you, then I would love to see you in more videos. I talk about newborn and family photography and marketing and shooting and camera settings and all that kind of stuff. So if you have any questions about like how I get fully booked or shooting and editing, anything like that, let me know, and I would love to create more helpful content for you guys. See you guys in the next video.